Hey, what's going on? So, I've been, ever since 2016, I've been telling my friends, you know, this this is a psyop. It's a complete psyop. It's completely fake, and psyops. There's different types of psyops. Okay, there's false information psyops, basically disinformation. There's false flag psyops. Okay. There's stand down psyops. There's world psyops where the whole world is in the psyop. Okay. Like we just had the one psyop now, which is the whole world's involved with that, that thing, that little, what I'm talking about. And then, so these are like main psyops. And there's a couple, of course, I don't make this stuff up. I get this from books and there's a guy, a gentleman that's a great YouTuber, Mark Passio. So I watch some of his stuff. So some of this stuff I'm going to talk about is some from him, and it's very interesting. So what is the psyop we're going to talk about today? Is Q. Okay, I told all my buddies like this is completely fake. This is designed. And like, who made up Q? Who is Q? It's not, they want to make you think that it's this guy, in some basement that's going to sit there and like that's part of the this organization, and what they're going to do is they're going to try to get all the bad people, all the globalists. They're going to send them to Guantanamo Bay and try them and hang them, and the world's going to get better. And so this Q guy, and they try to associate. Now what they do is the psyop is basically designed by the intelligence people, the CIA. This is not some guy trying to help people, and it's designed for both sides. This is the world. You got two choice world, right? These guys that believe in Q, these guys don't. Then you got a few people on the fence, right? And you got people like me that I'm not even in this world, okay? Because I don't believe any of this stuff. And so this was manufactured, completely manufactured, okay? And not only was it manufactured, but it was designed to work both sides, both sides. Now, why do they design? First of all, they say that I did some research too, and it says that roughly 17% of Americans believe in this psyop. That's crazy. So obviously, let's say these are the conspiracy people. So half of them don't believe it, and the other half do. Maybe it's 50-50. You got the Democrats, you got the Republicans. And so what they do is they want to create a fight between everybody. And not only is it a fight, but it's even better than that. It's not just divide. This has got everything in it. This has the I don't call it, but Mark Passio calls it the stand down psyop. And a stand down psyop is where people, let's say there's a lot of people that are like, I don't like can't say that word, totalitarians. There's a few words I can't say. That's one of them. They don't like globalism. Okay, they don't like that. They don't like that. And instead of going out and with the signs, and what they do is they stand down because there's a guy named Q. Q's going to do this for you. So they do the stand down means they believe this authority of Q, and they're going to wait because Q's going to do it all. He's working it. He's taking care of it. All these people are going to go to Guantanamo Bay, and we don't have to do anything. And so they design all types of, like the flat Earth. I'll do a video on that one. There's so many different psyops that they got going simultaneously. It's insane. I'm just going to do Q right now. And Q is designed to find the weak minds that will believe this stuff. And they're saying 17% of Americans, which is kind of scary if it's actually that high. And then those people, then what they do with those people is they believe this Q, and he does the drops, and he did all that crazy stuff from 2016, and he's still doing it today. And so they believe that, and they're waiting, and that's the stand down part. So all these people, instead of like getting together and like, wait a minute, globalists, you ain't doing this to us. You're not going to run our country this way. we're gonna wait for Q to do it because Q's got it under control. He's giving us little drops and like a drop. Who would? First of all, why would he give drops? I mean, why do you, if you want a group of people and get everybody going, are you going to give them Morse code? They got to learn Morse code? Really? He's going to go right out and tell them. He's going to take off his mask. He's going to go on TV. He's going to put billboards up. He's not going to hide with drops. People are crazy. They believe this stuff. And then the whole internet starts going crazy. And then some people like me, like I never believed it from day one. And my friends, some of my friends got mad at me because Q's got this under control. Yeah, they're all going to jail. You know what the newest one is? God, I'm going to get in trouble if I do this. Okay, X-22. Seriously, that's the new Q. Okay, you know how many people listen to that? And he's not. There's more than just X-22. There's a bunch of these. They listen to this guy like Trump is still our president. Yeah, that's what he's running everything. It's all under control. He's gonna get this. Oh yeah, he just won. He's got to let them get bad. And he asks questions. It's amazing. I listen to it because I know a lot of people listen to that shit I'm not saying shit. I don't want to say that. It's good entertainment. So that's the new Q. Okay, they still think that this guy's running the country. Now, hang on. These intelligent people are really good at this. Now, let me just back up a little bit. I got a couple notes, but this time I made it so I could read them, but they're crummy. So, okay, Obama, when he was president, and I had a video on this, he hired this guy named Casa Steen, and he hired him to handle all the oppositions, conspiracy people. And he wrote a white paper. You can look it up. I think he's 10-year Harvard or Yale. I can't remember. And this white paper talks about how to handle. So the first thing, what you do is you don't say a word. If you see something happen, the government, don't say nothing. Because if you don't say anything, people go and they waste their time on trying to figure this out. Like, Roswell, the aliens in 1947. Don't say nothing. Even if they did land, if you told them they did land, they're going to say, oh, what's Area 51? They want to know about it, right? Shut up. Don't say a word. The second thing you do is if you do tell them, you run into problems because if you tell them, you're taking a chance because people are like, oh, yeah, you mean they only gave 30 people plutonium in human tests, in Rochester in California during the Cold War to see how it works. They only gave it to 20, right? Because they said they told them 20. What? Oh, it must have been 20,000. Okay, you know what I mean? So you can't tell. The third thing you do is you introduce false information, something completely off the wall. So that's what this is. This is a as Mark Passio would call it, a disinformation psyop. So it starts off with a disinformation psyop. But then they turn it into a stand down psyop, which is great because they do the disinformation to grab the people. They pick one side. These are a bunch of white hats that they're going to get together and they're going to go get all these bad Democrats. Like who do they say? I'm not even reading my notes here okay, here we go. It's the cabal. They're going to get the cabal. That's the word. The top Democrats like Biden, Clinton, Barack, Soros. Entertainers in Hollywood, Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, Ellen DeGeneres, religious Pope Francis, okay, Dalai Lama, and they believe that these people molest children, okay, they might, that's another video, okay, and they kill these children, they eat their brains, and they drink their blood for adrenochrome, okay, I'm not going to get into that one, we can do that another time, that gets a little complicated, but this is what's out there, so they tell this to people like the Democrats, and they're like, you guys are nuts, so basically what happens is anybody, it's they call it guilt by association. So what they do is they just completely split people with this kind of stuff. They split them up, okay? And then if you believe this guy, you're crazy too. And so the real thing here is designed. First, they got to grab the weak-minded, okay? And they come up with, and they do this on the other end too. There's different psyops. They're going on simultaneously everywhere. QAnon just happened to be the Trump one, the one that we're gonna, and you got all these Republicans, there's some Republican elected officials that believe all this stuff, and maybe they're in on it. So when they believe on it, then they get a bigger crowd. So you don't even know who all the players are. Okay, some of these players could be paid players just because this is how you control people. This is how you control people. And so instead of you break up a group, you split up the group. You got one group is watching, like right now. This is another psyop. The hate Trump psyops going on, right? So all the Democrats who voted, of course, for Biden, they're into the hate Trump psyop. They're watching that, and they're busy with that because they don't want you to see what Biden's doing, right? There's some crazy stuff going on right now, but you know what? They keep everybody preoccupied with all this crap. The hate Trump stuff is still out there. I mean, you turn on your TV, that word Trump is said 30 times on all the Democrat at CNN, MSNBC. I mean, they're just pushing it, repetitive programming, over and over and over and over again. In the meantime, you're missing the boat. You don't know what's going on. And again, with this psyop is stand down. Now it's a stand down. You believe your authority. Oh, he's going to do all the work. We don't need to get together. We don't need to organize and try to do something about this problem. And that is what Qanon is. It was designed by the CIA, one of their intelligence offices, to create false information, to grab people in, to split people up, to preoccupy their time, to waste their time, to get their beliefs. And once they believe them, they stand down so they don't go out and throw rocks at buildings. That's it. Completely fake. Okay, now I'm going to have about 10 friends. They're going to be pissed off at me because I went online to do this. It's not real. Never was. It was designed mind control.